Hey man, we got another reaction, man. The real reason why Tyreek Hill experiment failed, man, Tyreek Hill experiment did not fail, bro. Like, I ain't gonna lie, I'm a Dolphin fan. I'm gonna keep it real though. Like when we first got him, bro, I knew he was gonna be, and like Dolphins fans getting on this man, bro. Like this man didn't put like 1,000 yards back to back season. We really made the playoffs because of this man. Like, bro, almost had a 2,000 yard season. This really only his bad season. Like last year, we put up like 800 something yards. I mean, bro, like that's only like one bad, and that ain't really bad season though. He was 200 less than 100. Tua don't stay healthy, bro. All type of, bro. Like, I still think this man, bro, like, without Tyreek Hill on the Dolphins, bro, he probably wouldn't even make the playoffs, bro. Being for real, this nigga is the team. This team go through him. The plays go through him. That's why they be calling all these bubble screens and shit. The plays start through him. If Tyreek Hill locked down, you got Jalen Waddle. Jalen Waddle fire, don't get me wrong, but he ain't no Tyreek Hill. Tyreek Hill 1-on-1 for real though, like for real.
This is my first time I
made the number
one
player
the
last
Dolphins
season.
failed
Though.
this man so bad.
Like he made like the number one player like last season. Don't get me wrong, though. I heard that he want to give up on the team, but who want to be a part of a team that's soft though, bro? Everybody that's been a part of the Dolphins said this team is soft. Deshaun Elliott said he was a part of the team. How you lying? He was around these boys for real. Nobody don't move like when you're a part of a team like with Pat Mahomes win the Super Bowl, then you go to a different team and start losing. People don't like that, bro, because people used to winning, bro. Like
he even quit on his team during the game.
They right here.
Used to losing, bro.
But did they really? I mean, he did say he only went because of the bag he was getting.
Miami had called. They was like, "Look, we just gonna go all out.
And who
we gonna
won't
give you
play for a
72
team that's
million
giving 30
guaranteed."
mil a year?
And then I was like, "Bro, I can't turn that down."
It's one of those situations where you think the grass is greener on the other side, and then you look up, and it's just grass.
But the Dolphins hadn't seen the playoffs since 2016, so what did he really expect? But let's rewind and figure out how we got to this point in the first place. In the spring of 2016, the NFL was buzzing with speculation. Despite his undeniable talent, Tyreek's name was in controversy.
Potato face, hey, bro, Tyreek like face always shaped weird. I ain't gonna lie, he one of my best players, but like this nigga face like a nugget, bro. He like a chipmunk or some shit, bro. This nigga ugly as hell.
He's had some issues. There was a domestic violence issue that.
As the draft progressed, team after team passed on the speedster from West Alabama. But in the 5th round, KC took a chance that would change the course of their franchise. Signed to a modest 4-year, $2.5 million contract, Reek wasted no time improving his worth on the field. The Chiefs unleashed him as a return specialist, and the results were electric. In his first very season, he took 2 punt returns to the house, showcasing his game-breaking speed. One of those moments came in the 2016 season opener against the Chargers. As the punt glided through the air, Tyreek caught it and found a seam and was gone. 91 yards later, he was celebrating in the end zone. In his rookie season, he showcased his electrifying speed, reaching up to 22 miles per hour, the fastest recorded speed of any NFL player that year. His impact on his team was immediate. He finished his rookie season with an impressive stat line: 61 catches, 593 yards, and 6 touchdowns, 226 rushing yards and 3 touchdowns, and an additional 3 touchdowns on special teams. This versatility earned him a spot on the all-rookie team and set the stage for his NFL rise. As his career progressed, it became clear that the Chiefs had found a diamond in the rough. His nickname Cheetah perfectly described his game-changing speed and agility on the field. His speed and route running created mismatches that defenses struggled to contain, opening up opportunities for his teammates and keeping opposing coordinators up at night to try to figure out how to stop this man. But it was the arrival of Patrick Mahomes as the starting quarterback in 2018 that boosted Tyreek's game to new heights. Their connection was instant and electric. Mahomes' cannon arm and Reek's speed were a match made in football heaven. One game in particular, in 2020 against the Buccaneers, in a single quarter, Reek racked up 203 yards and 2 touchdowns. As if that wasn't enough, he finished the second score with the backflip in the end zone. The relationship between Pat and Reek was special. On the field, the duo was unstoppable. Mahomes will unleash deep bombs and Hill will somehow find a way to get up under them, no matter how far they travel. One of their most iconic plays came in Super Bowl 54 against the 49ers. With the Chiefs trailing 10-20 late in the game, on a 3rd and 15, Mahomes connected with Hill on a now famous play.
Do we have time to run Walsh? Done Trey right, 3-jet chip. Walsh, wide funnel.
Needs some Mahomes magic. Winds up, he throws a long pass. It's down the middle, Hill, open, caught.
This 44-yard completion sparked their championship comeback. In a tightly contested battle, Tyreek's performance was crucial in the Chiefs' victory. He finished the game with 9 receptions with 105 yards, including several clutch catches that helped fuel the Chiefs' comeback. His ability to stretch the field and create separation was a key factor in the team's first Super Bowl win in 50 years. And off the field, their relationship seemed just as strong. Tyreek often praised Mahomes in interviews, calling him a great teammate and a leader of men.
You fast.
Like, he different too, though. You know, so my 1-5 is different, bro.
However, there were some secret animosity going on in that locker room. In a 2023 interview with RG3, Tyreek jokingly suggested that Mahomes' close relationship with Travis made him feel like a side chick, which he claimed he'd never been before.
I never been anybody's side chick before, because Pat had Kelsey and I was kind of jealous. Patrick, you ain't never invite me over to your house like you did Kelsey. High school, middle school, all the quarterbacks, main chick. I go to KC. Now I'm the side chick.
But despite his on-field success and coming off their Super Bowl victory, the following season in 2021, as the season progressed, cracks began to appear between Reek and the Chiefs. Despite leading the team with 159 targets that year, Reek felt underutilized in the offense.
And it would be...
What if you can create your own website by saying, this is what I want? With Wix, you can.
Come on, bro, the eyes, bro, for real. Nigga about to pay for that
Some games where,
shit,
like,
but the eyes blowing
targets.
me, bro.
I get 3 targets.
Man, is there one game that sticks out?
The eyes, man.
Where you just feel like
Baltimore Ravens, I had 3 catches for 14 yards.
How many targets on that?
I have no idea. Probably like 3 targets. I just don't get it.
3
Like,
catches, 14
teams are
yards.
gonna give us favorable one-on-one matches against their best corner. I don't see why teams don't utilize their best receiver.
His agent Drew even agreed with Reek, saying he was underutilized.
There was a lot of times during the year that we felt that Tyreek was underutilized. They really weren't taking full advantage of all of his ability and talent. But
this decrease in opportunities was a far cry from his usual prominence in the Chiefs' high.
But I ain't gonna lie though, like when you got a nigga like Mahomes though, like when you got a quarterback like that, like you don't really need like Tyreek Hill every play. I know he like that, but when you got a nigga like Mahomes though, he can make any receiver look good though.
Offense. The 2021 season, he had 10 games with over 10 targets and 5 games with 5 or less targets. And for some reason, this just didn't sit right with him game after game as his frustrations grew. And he felt played because his coaches would say,
my coach would be like, hey, we got to get you involved. We got to get you involved.
But yet, he didn't see a change.
So I'm calling my agent every week after they say some crazy stuff like that. Like, bro, I got to get out of here.
You know, I mean, I feel like stats, they'll come, you know. I try not to worry about that. I try not to worry about like getting the ball or nothing like that, you know, because my job is just to win.
As the 2022 season approached, contract negotiations between Tyreek and the Chiefs weren't going the way him and his agent had hoped. Despite his growing dissatisfaction with the team, Tyreek said he initially hoped to remain with the Chiefs. When contract negotiations began, he aimed for a deal that would secure his future without breaking the bank.
So I talked to Coach Andy Reid and I'm like, Coach, like, I don't even need to be the highest paid receiver. I just want to be taken care of.
Right? You want to be compensated for your talent.
Exactly. I don't got to get $30 million. At least give me 25.
You still getting 25 million or something, and you playing for the Chiefs, bro. Like,
was trying to
automatically a play like no dick round. You're automatically going to the playoffs. Come on, you think Chiefs gonna miss the playoffs, bro?
You know, with Kelsey, I want to stay with Pat. I want to stay with my brother. Pat called me first. Me and Pat get on the phone. We like, Reek, we gonna take care of you, bro. I said, bro, just take care of me, bro. I don't gotta be the highest paid. Just make the guarantee sound right, and we good. I think it can be 24 million long as the money sound right. 25 million long as the guarantee sound right. That's all I want, guaranteed.
But didn't y'all just hear bro say he was calling his agent, telling him he needed to get out of there?
So I'm calling my agent every week after they say some crazy stuff like that. Like, bro, I gotta get out of here.
However, the Chiefs' offer fell short of their expectations, particularly in guaranteed money.
Drew's head, it was like, we're gonna get you traded for what you deserve. I'm like, what do I deserve? He's like, bro, you deserve at least 70 million, bro.
Ultimately, the two sides couldn't reach an agreement. In a move that shocked the NFL world, Chiefs traded Hill to the Miami Dolphins for a package of draft picks.
Brett Veach was like, okay, we don't see you as $25 million receiver, but we're going to try to get as many picks as we can up out of you. They literally try to get like, how many picks they got, Drew?
And here's what the Chiefs are getting. A 1, a 2, plus a 4,
we
and
gave
a
up
4
and
a 6
next
6,
year.
No, we want to keep him.
My heart just kind of like dropped.
I really don't want him being traded.
I think we will be fine.
The Dolphins signed him to a 4-year, $120 million extension with $72 million guaranteed, way higher than what he was expecting.
That's how you show that.
$72 million guaranteed. And then I was
that
like,
boy Mahomes here, boy. That boy a dog, boy.
You know, some of the media pundits, they went out, oh, he's going to regret this trade. He did it for money. He did it for money. They work for money.
But this will start the decline of his team's overall success.
Dude, like, niggas think did it for money and shit. Of course, bro. Nigga walk up to you and be like, all right, bro, we giving y'all $30 million a year. Some of y'all ain't hurt, man. Some of y'all niggas, bro.
Like, why'd you leave KC?
Nigga sign a $100K contract. You don't give a fuck.
Is bro
nigga
doing? Patrick Mahomes, he can go down as the greatest quarterback ever to live.
When Tyreek touched down in Miami in March 2022, the NFL landscape shifted. The Dolphins had just acquired one of the league's most electrifying playmakers, and Reek's arrival sent shockwaves through the football world. His transition to Miami wasn't just about changing teams. It was about embracing a new culture, a new quarterback, and a new challenge. The Dolphins had invested heavily in Tyreek, both financially and in terms of draft capital, signaling their belief that he could be the missing piece in their quest for a Lombardi trophy. From the moment he joined the roster, he became Tua Tagovailoa's most vocal supporter. In press conferences, interviews, and even casual conversations with fans, he couldn't stop raving about his new quarterback.
Well, Tua is one of the most accurate quarterbacks in the NFL, man, so just his ball placement.
But it was during an episode of his podcast, It Needed to Be Said, that Tyreek made a statement that would set the NFL world on fire, comparing Tua to his former QB, Pat.
Who got the strongest arm? Tua or Pat Mahomes?
As far as accuracy-wise, I'm going with Tua all day.
So which one would you rather have? The deep ball where you got to scramble around the field to try to go find it? Or do you want that accuracy, hit you right in the bread basket on the rim?
Don't get me wrong, dude. Like,
just like I did in the Buffalo Bills game and take it 70.
Tua ain't better than
accurate. He can throw the deep ball.
He ain't even more accurate than
He actually goes through his reads.
This goofy-ass claim immediately went viral, sparking debates across sports networks and social media platforms. Some praised Tyreek for his loyalty to his new teammate, while others questioned whether he had gone too far in his comparison.
It don't matter about accuracy in practice. It matters about accuracy when you got defensive linemen breathing down your neck.
The fallout from his comments was intense. Chiefs fans felt betrayed and lashed out. On the very next episode of his podcast, he revealed how he got death threats from KC fans about his comments.
By the way, I got death threats. Crazy. From every social media.
Niggas sending him death threats. He shit, come on, man. That's just the Chiefs fans, but
every social media account I own, I got death threats on.
But Reek backed up his claims on the practice field, developing instant chemistry with Tua that had Dolphins coaches and fans buzzing with excitement. The duo spent countless hours after practice, fine-tuning their timing and building a rapport that would translate to game day. Despite the backlash, Tyreek stood 10 toes on his support for Tua.
You made a lot of headlines about Tua's accuracy, Tyreek, in comparison to Mahomes. So
I said it once and I'll say it again. I'd rather play with the most accurate quarterback in the NFL, dog.
He used the controversy as fuel, determined to prove on the field that his words weren't just hype. As the 22 season approached, all eyes were on Miami, waiting to see if the Tyreek and Tua connection could live up to the lofty expectations set by Cheetah himself. In his debut season, his claims weren't as crazy as many thought, as he exploded onto the scene, having a career high in receptions, targets, and yards, to go along with 7 touchdowns. His connection with Tua was instant and exactly what Miami needed, breathing new life into the Dolphins' offense. His speed and agility transferred over from KC, which made him a nightmare for opposing defenses like normally, turning short passes into long games, which he said is what he preferred.
Right in the bread basket game and take it 70.
One of the most memorable moments came in week 2 against the Ravens, where the Dolphins trailing late in the fourth quarter, Hill caught 2 long touchdown passes, one for 48 yards and the other for 60, sparking a comeback victory that had the football world talking. Despite his crazy numbers, the Dolphins season had its highs and lows. They started strong with the 8-3 record, their best start since 2001, but a late season collapse saw them lose 5 straight games. Somehow they managed to sneak into the playoffs, but were eliminated in a wild card by the Bills in a close 34-31 game. His second season was even more impressive. He continued to be the focal point of the offense, forming an elite connection with Tua. By the end of the regular season, he racked up a career high and led the league with 1,700 yards to go along with 13 touchdowns, cementing his status as one of the NFL's top receivers. The Dolphins' offense as a whole reached new heights in 23. They finished the season ranked first in the NFL in offensive yards per game, 6th in rushing yards, and 2nd in scoring offense. Tyreek's presence opened up opportunities for his teammates, making the Dolphins' offense one of the most feared third in the league. But there was one big problem though. The Dolphins struggled to translate the success into deep playoff runs. In 23, they clinched the playoff spot for the second consecutive year. But things went downhill late in the season. A crucial Week 18 loss to the Bills cost them the AFC East title, a division they hadn't.
We can't beat them niggas, bro. The Bills, bro. Josh Allen, bro. I swear to God, bro. I hate y'all niggas, bro. I hate the Bills, nigga. Bills K,
since
nigga.
08. And then they were matched up against the Chiefs for the second time of the season in a wild card. And for the second straight time, it wasn't Miami's year, as Tyreek was the only one to find the end zone in a 26-7 loss. But trust me, this disappointment wouldn't be anything close to what his 2024 season would have in store. What began with Super Bowl aspirations ended in disappointment and frustrations. The season troubles for Tyreek began before the first snap. Hours before the season opener against the Jaguars, Tyreek found himself in a tense run-in with the law. Body cam footage revealed in a shocking sense Tyreek pulled from his car, handcuffed and pinned to the ground by officers. The incident, which lasted about 20 minutes, sent shockwaves to the NFL community. His agent Drew called it heartbreaking, upsetting, and uncalled for.
This is completely abusive, unnecessary, scary.
Despite the craziness to start his day, he went off with 7 receptions for 130 yards and managed to score an 80-yard touchdown, celebrating by mimicking being handcuffed, a clear reference to what had happened hours before. But the incident cast a shadow over his season, raising questions about his focus
and that was game day too, bro. The stadium like right over there, bro. You talking about you don't know who that is?
Impact on his on-field performance. As the season progressed, his production took a dip. The electric plays that had become his trademark were fewer and farther between, and his frustrations became increasingly visible during games, often seen going off on the sideline, an expression of missed opportunities. The situation worsened against the Bills, 2 through 3 interceptions, including a pick 6 before suffering his third concussion in less than 2 years. This game highlighted the offense woes that will plague the team throughout the season. Without his primary playmaker, his number
Daniel just be like this. All right, bro, we finna call another bubble string. Hada. Baba. Nah, nigga.
Plummeted. The guy that was getting just about 10 plus targets per game just a year prior only had 3 games this season with that. But the majority of the season, he was seeing 6, 5, 7, 2, 5, and even 4 targets per game sometimes. And he was supposed to be receiver 1. The tension between him and his team reached a boiling point midway throughout the season, as he took to social media posting a series of cryptic messages. In a move that raised eyebrows across the league, Tyreek began posting highlights of his time with the Chiefs on his Snapchat story. The video showcasing his electric plays and Super Bowl victory. Even a picture of him and Mahomes with the caption saying, "This connection was special."
He clearly misses home, which is Kansas City.
You think?
This public display of nostalgia from his former team only fueled speculation about his future in Miami. Fans and analysts began to wonder if Cheetah was eyeing a return to KC.
Oh, hell to the no. Stay your ass right there. Wasn't that the same dude that said Tua was comparable to Patrick Mahomes?
And now I'm unhappy because the money doesn't fill the void that maybe winning is more important than money.
Was it a mistake for Tyreek to leave Mahomes?
You damn right it was a mistake for him to leave Patrick Mahomes.
And then the season finale against the Jets will be remembered not just for the score, but for Tyreek's actions during and after the game. In a moment that shocked his teammates and coaches, Tyreek appeared to quit on his team mid-game. As the offense struggled down 18-6, cameras caught Jalen Waddle asking Tyreek, was he done?
Stay right here.
In the postgame, Coach Mike McDaniel said right before a drive late in the game, he was informed Tyreek was unavailable to return.
But at the same time, it was like, you bad up with this shit.
Did you pull him, or did he come out due to injury? What was the situation?
I was informed that he was unavailable right before a drive. I was not informed that it was a
nigga always talking about nigga probably half a vape right now,
on the
bro.
field that were competing.
Nigga be throwing off vapes and shit, bro. You need to
and
focus in the playbook, nigga. Focus in the playbook.
Team ready to conquer the grandest stage.
Focus in the playbook, nigga.
Immortality awaits.
Attempted to send him back into the game in the fourth quarter, he refused, leaving his teammates to finish the game without their star receiver, which left many reporters questioning, did he quit on his team?
So he basically pulled himself out of the game.
You know, again, I was just, I was informed he wasn't available.
The people in the comments didn't hold back on Reek. It's definitely all downhill for Tyreek, no pun intended. Trade his ass, bye-bye. He don't deserve to be in the league. Another AB, aka Antonio Brown, a diva boy.
Like, this one thing with the fans, though, like, it don't matter, because you can have 1,000-yard seasons, 5 years, 6 years in a row. You had this one bad season. Oh, you watch. Oh, he ain't the same player no more. What is it for him? Hang it up. Like, damn, nigga.
An emotional Tyreek talked to the media, basically saying he wants out of Miami.
My first time, I haven't been in the playoffs, man. I just got to do what's best for me and my family, dog. If that's here, or that's wherever the case may be, man.
I ain't gonna lie,
because open that door for myself,
just emotions, man.
Out,
the man was just
now, mind you, just a month ago, he was saying he was happy despite the losing.
Like, I'm in a great situation here. Like, I love the guys here. I love this organization. They obviously changed me and my family's life. You know what I'm saying? Forever. So I'm in a great spot. I'm happy. Too. I wish we were playing better ball.
But after Tyreek said what he said,
everybody
Mike was
saying Tyreek Hill, but it's the team, but the Dolphins, bro. Like the Dolphins, bro. Everybody getting mad at
what was his take on
Hill.
everything. And let's just say, dude had no clue how to respond.
Tyreek Hill moments ago indicated he wants out from the organization. How do you react to that? And do you want
everybody getting mad at Tyreek Hill? But we got a quarterback that's limited. He can only take what he can handle.
Back.
I think in regard to things that are stated, I guess it would be secondhand.
Where you at?
For me, I
get on in there.
Heard that, but just in general, emotions are high, especially after a game like that.
Man, they was cooking this dude in the comments. Take him 6 hours to finish a sentence? Congrats to any reporter for not falling asleep while this guy talks. Napoleon Dynamite as a coach? I can't believe he's a coach. How is this man a coach in the NFL? Fire this guy, horrible coach. When are they going to fire this goofball? Like, bro, they was not letting up on this dude. But what actually went wrong? I believe the Dolphins' inability to build a sustainable offense around Tyreek was a crucial factor to their failure. While his individual stats were impressive, with a healthy QB, the team struggled to translate his success into consistent wins. The offense, which showed flashes of brilliance, often folded in crucial moments, unable to maintain the high-octane performance needed to compete at the highest level. As for what's next for Reek, who knows? Despite rumors of potential return to KC, recent reports suggest that Tyreek will remain with the Dolphins for the 2025 season. His agent Drew stated that he is fully committed to the Dolphins following a productive meeting with the front office.
What you see with Tyreek is very genuine. He wants to win. It's not good enough for him not to make the playoffs. I believe that Tyreek is a great asset to the Dolphins, and I think he's the least guy that people should be worried about for this organization.
However, it wouldn't be surprising to see him in a new uniform in the near future.
As an owner of everybody on the goggle glasses, I know how to make
but we got more shit to worry about.
Slick-looking goggle/glasses.
When Tyreek Hill leave, bitch, we in a deeper hole. Who you gonna hire to replace Tyreek Hill? Fucking Malik Washington not no Tyreek Hill. Know what I'm saying, bro? Who Azukama? Come on, fam. Know what I'm saying though, but like Tyreek Hill though, but I want him to stay, but this probably his last year at the Dolphins for real. Unless he go off this year, which I think he gonna go crazy this year. Then all the bandwagons gonna be right back on Tyreek Hill. You need to stand my. I already know how this shit gonna go, bro. But Dolphins fan bipolar, man. I'm gonna keep it alive. I'm a fan, but y'all niggas, y'all be tripping though. But yeah, though, bro, Tyreek Hill gonna be straight though. He just had one bad season last year. I feel like he gonna shake back this year though. He gonna shake back.